Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. New ideas with a sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Morning on the mic. Wake up, tap in, baby. The Morning Mac Show. The Morning Mac Show. Yeah. Coffee on the dash, pages in your hand. Big news, small laughs, right at your command. Mac got the truth and the jokes on deck. If your day felt rough, we could fix that right. Listen close, now it's time to rise. Scene with a grin I preach. Hot take in the mix, but it still can't reach. Caller on the line, laughs in every room. From your front porch chair to your work day Zoom. Hands up, now the countdown's done. One bright moment and here we come. Strings rise high, horns cut through. This one's for you. The Morning Mac Show. Turn it up, let it roll.
Rising, Grand Rising. It's your girl Reese, aka the best that ever did it, aka this is the Morning Mac Show, y'all. What's going on? What's going on with the people today? Look, like the song said, take your day by the throat. You got to get up every morning with some gumption. You got to get some gumption behind you. You got to get some possibility and principalities and stuff behind you. You got to get your day Go and gotta smell the coffee, smell the roses if you prefer. I got allergies. I like to smell the coffee. Smell the coffee, eat your 2 boiled, hard-boiled eggs, or 3 if you just eat the whites like me. But anyway, get up, get out, and do something. Get the moving, get your heart pumping. And be thankful. The first thing you do when you open your eyes, you thank the Creator, the Most High, for letting you see another day, blessing you with another day, because another day is another chance to do something great for you, yourself, somebody else, anybody. It's just you got another chance, the opportunity to be better than you were the day before. That's all I'm saying. With that being said, let us talk to the people that's better today than they were the day before. Let me bring in my super producers. Let me bring in Molly Moore, our executive producers, Trey Money. Oh,
Morning on the mic.
welcome.
Wake up, tap in, baby. The Morning Mac Show. The Morning Mac Show. Yeah. Coffee on the dash. Pages in your hand. Big news, small laughs, right at your command.
Hey.
Got the truth and the jokes on deck. If your day fell rough, we could fix that wreck.
She done brought that shit in real quick this morning. I thought I had time to find my earphones.
She be going rampant.
Normally I got it mapped out, but I heard her call our names. I said, oh shit. What's up, y'all?
What's up, fam? Thank y'all for tapping in. Please hit that like, that share button. Subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. What's up, Kevin Stark? We said top of the morning to you all. Rising King Rising. What up, Cal? We got our boy Cal in here. Rising Cal. And we got our very own Red, Kenneth Clark, JC Jerome.
Hey.
What up, Kenny? I got your question too. We sent in a question for us, y'all.
Oh, that's what's up.
We got Al. We got one from Kenny. Appreciate it. Y'all keep sending them in.
Hell yeah, we love that.
Okay, yeah. Yes, definitely. Baby. Y'all like this?
What's
Y'all
that?
see that?
A smartwatch or something?
Let me
Yeah,
say,
sure.
look,
Mhm.
boom, boom, boom. It's a smartwatch, all right. Let me tell y'all a little something. You could jack me if you want. Thinking this an Apple Watch. You could jack me if you want. But let me tell you something. You jack this watch, I'm showing up, not with the police, but with the ambulance. And I'm getting my watch back. You're going to be like, because this watch here is hot. It's got a tracker on it. It'll find you. But I tell anybody that live alone, you're a senior that you live alone, or you got some type of impairment and you live alone, or just if you clumsy and you live alone and you need to say help. The medical alert bracelet, the medical alert bracelets, they still have the necklaces and they still have the bracelets. But the lady said, asked me, I said, can I get a watch so I can tell some time? And I can see the time too. It's big face time. Y'all see that? It's big face time. And I can see it says 10:41. I can see the time, y'all. Woo! And I see the little heart thing and lets me know my rhythm. And baby, let me tell you something. It started going off yesterday. I don't know what I did. I didn't touch nothing. But Louisa said that my hand might have got, my hand might have hit it or whatever. That thing started going off. And I'm like, what the hell? And then on my watch, it started flashing, help. I said, oh, Weezy, you don't know how to turn it off. I don't know how to turn it off. And she tapping it, trying to turn it off. And next thing we know, the man on the phone, on the watch.
Falling, can't get up.
Oh, are you okay, Mr. McFarlane? You sure you're okay? I'm like, I am okay. Because at first we heard the busy signal, like, dun, dun, dun. I said, what's going on, Weezy? And she was like, I don't know. She said, maybe it's off. It wasn't off. The man came back on. So now I know that this watch is always hearing. Molly, you said that anything that can listen that you could talk in listens back. You remember you said that years ago?
Listen.
You
Yeah,
used,
for
you used to
something to
always say
respond
that.
to, they gotta always be listening. So I say, "Hey Siri." He had to be listening all day for me to say that. So he's hearing everything else. He just waiting to respond. But that don't mean he's not storing in all the other information that I'm just putting out there. We just having conversation. He can still hear that because we can be talking. I say, "Hey Siri, play Usher." You gotta. It's like okay, you know. So it's like, how you think he only hear that? They think you only activate. We say, "Hey Siri," like no, he had to hear you to say that to respond. So a lot of people. Man, I ain't got nothing to hide. Yeah, as long as you ain't
Technology, baby.
doing nothing crazy out here, it's good to have technology, you know. But
I've
if you,
fallen and I can't get up.
yeah, we need that now. They can come over there in no time, you know.
Sounds like
So
an endorsement to me. You about to be get some money from life like that. Get that
yeah,
mic real quick.
Like I said, you can jack me for my Apple Watch. You're gonna be mad as hell when you get home. Because not only you got the wrong kind of watch, I'm gonna be knocking at your door with the ambulance, like F the police. We coming with the ambulance. Because that's what it's for. Sure enough. Like, can I have my watch back, sir? You know, I dreamt about that last night. That happened. So I said, you know what? I already wrote a joke. The joke wrote itself. The joke wrote itself when people be jacking people. So you never know. That's why we need to stop jacking people, because you don't know what you're jacking. You could be
I'm
jacking
glad
the
that you
bomb.
took that step. I'm glad you took that step. Honestly, that's good for people that that might live alone, might need a little assistance, or just somebody just to monitor them regardless. I'm glad you took that step. That's a good step, solid step for yourself.
It happened after that full that morning. Oh gosh, when my aunt and them came up and Louisa was here. It happened the day we did the church event. The comedy. I was in the bathroom and I fell and I was stuck. And the way it was bit, and I'm screaming, help, help, and then nobody helped me. So
Just like the commercial, damn.
Look, I started praying. I didn't have no life alert bracelet then. And Wheezy in his sleep, and in his sleep. Ain't nobody. I'm like, help, help. And I grabbed my knee and I started just praying. I was like, girl, you can do this. You can get it. And I was able to get up on my own. And it was so weird because my legs split when I fell. Because this left leg went down because it wasn't number something. But this leg was on my knee was on my chin. And you know you got to be a little bit in the bug to be laying down.
You wasn't into that no more.
You
said you don't do that kind of. You said you don't do that kind of stuff no more.
Not voluntarily. Not voluntarily. I took a spill. I took a bad spill. Man, baby, my knee swelled up, and then I come out there crying. What happened? What happened? You fell? You fell? I'm like, you knew I fell. You knew I was.
You heard all that commotion.
But as soon as I got to the ceiling where the door is, she was like, what happened? You fell. She knew it immediately. I'm like, y'all heard me. And here comes my aunt. Oh, you fell.
Yeah, but I'm glad you took a step towards it, though. I'm still glad you took a step towards it. You know, to make it something that makes you a little bit more secure if you do need assistance. That's what matters. You know.
Yeah, that's right. And then Easter Sunday came. That was that early Friday night, late Friday night, Saturday morning. When Easter Sunday came and my dad was visiting, I fell again right in front of him. And he said, you Reese, you need some help. And I'm like, I don't need no. Well, maybe I do. Like, this is twice in the weekend. I'm like, well, maybe he's, I'm just like, I know I'm that doggone clumsy, but I'm not. It's the balance and everything that's off. I don't know if anybody ever paid attention to me, but when I get up, my equilibrium is really it's off. You know, and that have to do with that orthostatic hypertension. That's what that is. When my stuff dropping. So before I get up, I should sit and I should rock a little, just like I am now. Then I have to brace myself and then stand up slow. If I get up too quick, I may take a spill because the shifting in the way, and that's real, y'all. That's for any. This is Wellness Wednesday. This is for anybody out there, old, young, big, tall. That can happen to anybody. The doctor says so. It's not nothing to do with the age or anything like that. But my pressure is low. I mean, that's a good thing. You want your pressure low, but you don't want it too low. Blessings upon blessing, my beautiful cousin.
She got everybody on the big screen now, so she catching your comments just like we catching them. So we see it all.
Because I got a big bobblehead. But that's why I got it from you, Alan. The big bobblehead. Yeah, that's my balance. Well, no, it could be contribute to
Rising Venus.
Boobies. Hey, Miss Venus. What's going on?
Uh-huh.
It could be the booby thing, you know, that'll keep you off balance too. You know, like a weeble wobble, but they don't fall down. Yeah, that's what these are like. The fun bags go boop and you go boop, pop you up. So
I'm dead. I'm dead.
You know? But yeah, that's for anybody with balances issues, especially if you live, you know, if you live alone or whatever. But I don't live alone. My family lives with me and they check on me every day. Ain't that right, y'all? Because if I don't, I got cussed out by Unc. Because if I don't answer the call, from now on, you only
got 1 or 2 more times to do that. I'm just let you know, you only got 1 or 2 more times to not be answering.
Look, see, Molly and Trey say I ain't got no more time. Molly was like, you ain't got no more time. I'm just pulling up, Riri. And I'm like, all right, just, you know. So, so yeah, this folks say they check on me on a regular and everything. And I'm good. I'm getting to a place where I can do better. They tell me if I need an apparatus so I can get better later, then I'll take it. Speaking of the wellness and the balance and everything, has anybody seen that commercial about those new shoes? It's supposed to be like we used to think that the thicker the sole, the more cushion it gives us for a better walk and a balance, so we could be buoyant. And buoyant means like light on your toes. So they're saying now that thick soles, nice, good, thick, cushiony soles are not good for you because guess what, Molly and Trey, y'all be saying this before. Now they're saying you need to be grounded close to the earth. How about that? Then y'all say take your shoes off and walk in the dirt and the oil and stuff and the sand. I said oil. In the sand and everything. They're saying that you need to be grounded to the earth. And I was like, huh? Hey, all these years they said thick cushion, walking on the clouds. They said when you're walking on the clouds and you're not grounded to the earth or closer to the earth, your body is shifting, is fighting for balance. And they say you need to be like flat on the ground. And I'm like, wow. Has anybody seen that commercial or heard about that? Now they saying flat on the ground and the shoes should be around so your toes can spread out.
I mean, I haven't seen that commercial, but I'm used to people, or especially me and Molly, like when it comes to this, just the circle. I'm used to us saying things that come to the surface a year or two later, and then everybody be like, oh. So as long as the information hits people wherever it comes from, and then make them start tapping in or chiming in to whatever the people are saying on the TV, that works for me. I haven't seen the commercial because I just, you know, I don't be looking into that just yet. I'm not that age yet. But wherever people get the information from, wherever you can utilize it, wherever, you know.
But it's any age. They're saying that that's what we should be wearing, stuff like that instead of the thick soles, like you're walking on the clouds and all that. And I was like, all this time, to sell a shoe, the comfort of fit is so good, but it's not good for your balance and stuff. I did not know. And they're always changing stuff. They always changing stuff. You know, like the food pyramid, it looks different now. They used to have milk right on top. Milk it does your body good, pass it on. Well, they did pass it on, and milk was getting people sick. Sick. And then they found out, well, milk may not do the body as good as we think it do. Then they had to do some digging, some more research. But don't you think they should have did their research before they poured it down our throats in school?
They knew it, but one thing, I mean, like we talk about all the time on the show, one thing fuels the other. So, they got you going to the dentist and got you going to the doctor's office. Pharma works with agriculture. So it's one web. They support each other. So bad food means reasons why you got to take extra trips to the doctor's office. It all fuels each other. So that's, it's not right, but I understand it.
Yep. And it is just crazy. And then when you're doing a lot of standing, like Alan was mentioning in the kitchen, because I come from a food industry too, background in catering and all of that as well. And and then if anybody ever worked the store in a regular store, if you've been in a store where it's fast food, whether it's convenience store, any store, when you're standing on your feet a long time, you're supposed to have certain kind of mats. You're not supposed to stand on that like concrete, linoleum floor, whatever kind of floor you have, like flat-footed or whatever. But because we stand a lot, we think we need that cushion, that shock absorbing or whatever. But we're actually not supposed to have it. It messes up our walk, our balance, and all of that stuff. And I'm like, geez. And that's for the young and old.
All right.
And I'm like, phone pauses, y'all about to be out. Them hookah shoes. They said that cost $250 for a pair of hookah. I said a pair of foam, and I kid you not, that hookah looked like I tried a pair. I was like, this don't make my feet feel no better. It feel like styrofoam, but I don't know what kind of shoe they come up with a name and say, boom, that's the latest hottest new thing. Or if a celebrity wear it, boom, you're supposed to run out and get it. Did anybody vet hookah? Am I saying hokies? Am I saying that right?
I don't know. I don't even know what brand you're trying to name, to be honest.
Me neither.
It's like in the store, and I'm like, If anybody know what I'm talking about, the hokies, the hookahs, the tennis shoes, I'm like, this is unreal. Give me Nike, New Balance, Adidas. Give me something that I've been tried and true and tested, But
when you're ready, we got one of our questions of the day.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Everybody that's tapped in the comments, stay tuned so you can answer the question as well for everybody. Thank you, Al, for the daily question of the day.
Everybody in the lane. One shot, one clue. What you gonna do? Ella's question of the day. What you gonna say? Ella's question of the day. Don't look away. Ella's question of the day. Pick your side today. Ella's question of the day. Say it like it's real. Say it like it's
I don't know how it's gonna go. It could go either way. It could go.
Okay, like the A and B.
Okay. I see this. Should I read this?
Yeah, shoot. If it's big enough for you to read, go ahead and take over. You got it. You gotta be the first one to answer the question. It's ladies first.
Yeah, because I'm able to I'm able to see it.
Yeah. You got it, or you want me to read it?
I got it. It says, do women hold other women accountable enough? Is there too much blind support? Even when someone is clearly wrong. Oh,
you got the A and B answers as well. Accountability before loyalty and loyalty before everything.
Wait a minute, that's like a smaller. Hold up.
Not a problem. I got it for
A
you.
and B. What?
Of course I can. Accountability before loyalty is number A. Stop excusing bad behavior. Hold her to the same standard you expect for yourself. Or B, loyalty before everything. Support your girl no matter what. We don't embarrass each other.
Huh. ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, anyone out there listening, earshot, it's in the delivery. You don't have to. You could get somebody right or get them help or get them some straightening without being disrespectful, without being rude, and even without being loud. So that embarrassing part, you don't have to embarrass nobody. Don't even embarrass yourself by trying to embarrass somebody. That's not what we do. It's the way you talk to a person. It's how you deliver the message. No, and that's the part B. But no, do not support bad behavior. Why should we reward bad behavior? Why should I find your behavior acceptable when it's not even acceptable for me? It only says, love thy brother, love thy neighbor like you would do yourself. So if you love yourself enough that you wouldn't even go for why would you or want to be accepted like that? Why would you want your neighbor, your girlfriend, your friend, family, whoever else distributing that behavior that you don't even want for yourself? I love myself enough. You got to love your neighbor enough to be like, look, come here, Sarah. Sarah, let me talk to you for a second. Yeah. Girl, wait a minute, hold on 1 second. Sarah, come here. Let me talk to you for a second. Sarah, you did. That's wrong. You didn't pay that bill. No, I saw you. You didn't put your card up. Okay, yeah, we're going to fix it. Going back. Take care of the bill, girl. All right, yeah, you didn't put your card up. It's all good. I know. I love you too. Get back to the table so Sarah could say, you know what? On second thought, wait a minute. Maybe I didn't put my card up. Maybe I didn't pay the waiter. Hold on. Let me check my purse. Oh, here you go, right here. That exact situation happened. We was at bar 210. There was a whole bunch of us comedians there. We did a show. Okay, this is a real story, y'all. Y'all can ask anybody that was there. One of my girlfriends that I was with had a meltdown in front of the whole bar. Just started screaming, "My credit card is gone! Use my credit card, but you don't understand my credit card." So I'm sitting back in the corner. I was talking to one of the comedians, and I was talking to the Duke. That's his comedy name. Me and him sitting in the corner. He said, "You gonna go over there and help your girl out?" He said, "Cause she's spazzing out." She was going at everybody. Even the owner at the bar was like saying, "Calm down, calm down." She was like, "No, you don't understand. Somebody stole my card." So I went over there to her. She's spazzing out. I didn't say anything. I grabbed her purse because I know where she always put her card and stuff is. I grabbed her purse. I was silent. Didn't have to say, "Stop acting like that." And one of our other comedian girlfriends was running around like, "I don't know what to do. I didn't know what to do." I said, "It's okay. I got it." I went over there. She's spazzing. I looked everywhere out there. It's not in there out there. So I'm like this, okay. And I handed it to her. All's well with the world. I didn't have to say a word, which I didn't. I didn't try to embarrass her. Didn't try to pull her like, "You don't know what blah blah blah." It's the way how you conduct. You could do it in a good way. And did I hold her accountable for what she did? Yeah, because you was in full of a bar full of us. You was blaming everybody. You blamed the waitress. Then you told the manager somebody took your shit when clearly nobody didn't. But did I hold you accountable for your actions? Yes, I did. You was not excused. You was not, no, not at all. I was like, you owe all these people an apology.
Yeah.
That she left it off.
Follow through and actually gave that apology. Mm-hmm. Bad behavior gets you clout, so that's why it gets rewarded a lot. Bad behavior. Let me see. Bad behavior gets you clout. That's why it's rewarded a lot.
Bad behavior gets you clout.
I need you to expand on that a little bit, Kenny, if you can. Accountability is a trigger because most don't want to take responsibility. Right has become wrong and wrong has become right. Yeah. And if the people around you stand for that, I feel like, then yeah. If they don't, then, because you got suckers around you that even let you act a certain way. Really. So let me answer the question for myself. Obviously, I'm gonna be talking about my homies and shit because I ain't got a whole bunch. But anyway, let's see. I'm always gonna hold them accountable. I said support your girl no matter what. Blah blah blah. There is a time and a place, but also I believe in people sticking their neck out there. When you stick your neck out there to a certain extent, for me, you drop all the cards with all the, pulling you to the side quietly and all that. I'm not gonna bomb you out, but I will address it in and there. I will make sure I will be the person to walk that person with my hand around their arm or whatever, or pushing them in the direction to make sure that that you do it in front of me, especially if it's a place that's in my area or a place that I frequent more than them or whatever. You always gonna be on point. I like the example, but ain't no leaving your card on. You forgot that. Nah, everybody know to make sure that you get the receipt and all that to say you pay your bill. So I'm just not going for certain things. I'm always going to hold my people accountable. I would try my best not to. I would try my best to pick a time and a place, like calm them down in the midst of what's going on. Maybe even pull them outside after they get it rectified and then cuss them out. But I'll cuss you out without people around you. I'll give you that just due because I fuck with you. So I'll cuss you out in private. But yeah, I'm always gonna hold the people around me accountable. I see what Kenny was saying, but I ain't never going for nobody in my circle even acting like that. Even having that type of mentality in the first place. Bitch, you misplaced your card. If your ass wasn't hyping and worried about the wrong shit, maybe you know where your car was at, but I'm gonna be a friend that's gonna help you find it. But we also gonna make sure that if you did offend anybody in the process, that we're gonna get it rectified. Good question.
Sometimes they don't even know that you don't know that they're like that until they spaz out on you. You be like, Then the key is, do you spaz with them? No. Just let them, like you said, let them spaz out until they get themselves calm. Then you go in for the kill.
So yeah. I believe in betting your friends. Yeah.
I like that answer, Trey. I like that.
Thank you. What's up, Molly?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I answer the question. Like I don't know. Like women, some of my female friends or family members, I can hold accountable, and some of them I can't. So I know which ones I can. I know which ones I can't. And it depends on the situation, because some of them too emotional. And then you become the bad guy. They feel like you taking up for the very person they going against, even when they wrong. You can tell them like, nah, you was wrong right here. You should have did this, did that. They not trying to hit none of that shit. They like, nah, all they want to do is hit you on my side. Even if they know if it came to it, you got their back. So it depends. I know which ones I can be brutally honest with all the time, and I know which ones I can't really be too honest with. I can throw little hints in there, but eventually they just gonna stick to what they believe and what they think was right. Then later on they might say, oh damn, I was wrong. But nah, females different. Males I can deal with it, but females they get to crying and they get to not talking to you, and now they trying to make up shit about you. Oh yeah, but remember you ain't really there for me. Now you ain't a friend, because remember that time. Now they just try to flip it. So I stay far away, in those situations, because women don't like to be held accountable, and mostly nothing. And the ones who do, they rare, and the ones you hear that say they do, them the ones that most times don't. It's always the ones that just don't say too much. You can tell, like I see Venus on here. She seems like she can be held accountable sometimes. The women on here tougher than most women outside, and probably because they deal with podcasts and comments. Reese got to deal with comments. She's a comedian, so she deal with type stuff. But there's some women out here, they don't know how to deal with conflict, so they don't know how to respond. So it just depends on the person to me, though. Yeah, so
I think you're right. I think that's sharp.
Some do, some don't.
That's true, Molly. We got to know our audience. We got to know who we talking to.
Alan said a lot of men notice that when a woman is clearly wrong, her circle will stick back behind her publicly. No questions, no pushback, just that's my girl energy, no matter what. And while loyalty is respected, it can cost the enabling bad behavior instead of cost 2 enabling bad behavior instead of correcting it. Yeah, I don't have a situation like that because I don't deal with a lot of women in one circle where that would be too much of an issue. But I know what you're saying. What's up, Chow? Chow said, y'all in the same driving. Y'all in the same driving class. Just wanted to tap in to hit. Oh, okay. You in the all right? Shit, getting your work done and stuff while you got some time. I'm glad you took the time to try to tap in for a little bit, as long as you can.
Oh, Chow still learning how to drive.
Yeah, I know they got safety classes and shit. That,
you probably got a ticket for flying to the bathroom.
Eating
ice cream on his route. I saw that shout. Hilarious.
Make sure you sharp. They gotta make sure you sharpen everything. They really grill them with everything about the truck and all the road rules and all that shit. So I give it to them for that.
Crying shit for me. That's the part, man. I can't take the crying shit. I'm not good at that. I'm not good at like you whining, you hurting or something. I'm not that person you come to and try to cheer you up. I try. I'm just not good at it. I fuck around and slide your head out the way, like what you doing. I don't know. It just always been weird like that to me. Even if I'm going through something hard, I don't want nobody like babying me up. I just always tough through it. It might be different for some people. I know some people like, come here, I know you're going through it and da. I just don't know what to say. Like I just be like, I know how you feel right now. When I was in your position, I ain't want nobody fucking talking to me. I don't want to hear, hey, I lost this too and this happened to me. No, I don't want to hear about you. And that's what people do. And I don't like to do that to other people. So, if I can just be there, be a present. You need something, I go get it. You're hungry, you need to smoke or something. But other than that, I'm not going to try to, talk you into a whole nother feeling, hoping you can feel better. I could just make things worse, so I let you go through it. We all go through it. Time kills everything. But I'm going to be right here to make sure you ain't popping no 100 pills or grabbing it. I'm right here,
Okay.
I'm not good at that. I'm not good. I don't know how good is y'all at that. I'm not good at that.
I feel like everybody is an individual. So I feel like everybody should just live in what it is they naturally provide. Like you can work on trying to be more balanced. I think I have a good gauge on when it's my turn to shut the fuck up and just listen to them versus actually respond, but still be listening to give a response if you get the hint that it's needed. Because sometimes people kind of look at you or stop and ask you what you think or whatever. So be listening, but I feel like I got a good gauge to like determine whether I should shut up and just listen or respond or whatever. But whoever offers whatever, like you, when I ask you for about stuff or I mention stuff to you, you don't do the baby energy, and guys ain't gonna do that with each other anyway. Guys gonna say, all right, well, this is what I would do. I would try this. You could try this out, blah, 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 blah. It's more so the coaxing from women, which is not a bad thing, but it can be a hindrance, like Alan was saying, with the coaxing you and, oh, it's gonna be fine and we're gonna work it out and all. Sometimes guys need something a little different, but whenever I ask you, Molly, for like about something, I feel like you give me a solid answer. I don't ask too much because I think a lot of guys just try to handle their own shit. But if I feel like I need to ask you something, I feel like I can. So everybody just expand on whatever it is you naturally do. If you're somebody that's a good responder or a good listener, just be that. For real.
Mm-hmm.
There's somebody for everybody, Somebody stepping in here at 11:11.
Take the day by the throat. Hit me when the world feels slow. The morning max show. Yeah, let's go.
What's going on? 2 things, not one but 2 of them.
What up, Duke Gang? Yeah, I might muted you from last show. My bad. Let me cut you off. What you say?
I just wanted to say greetings to Reese and congratulations, headlining soon if you have not already done it. King Mally, King Trey, King Funny Man Green, and whoever else is on here that I can't see. I just want to do one thing. That's all I got because I got to go. Is it okay if I do it?
There you go. Man, bless us, man. Bless us.
Man, I love y'all, man. Okay, here we go. Hey, I've been like curious about my singing ability, so I had to ask my dad about it. His name is Thomas. I said, Father, where did I get this ability from? Well, the rumor is your Uncle Tom used to be in the when he was working in the cotton field, he'd be singing Negro spirituals. And one time the word got out, and the owner wanted him to sing to him, but he didn't do it. So, Daddy, what happened? Well, you know what happened? Tears I see when crying down my eyes. Why you make me cry? I get it, Daddy. That's Uncle Tom. Lord have mercy.
That's it for us, man. That's all you're gonna give us today, man.
Okay.
I already seen it, so you know it ain't hit me.
Oh, you already saw that one?
Yeah, so it ain't hit me the same, you know.
It didn't hit you the same.
Yeah, but they crying in the audience though. They laughing. Look at Al and all of them. They cracking up, cracking up. Yeah, JC.
Let me see if I can bring you something. Let me tell y'all something. This really happened. It don't involve no singing, man. So I saw this guy. He was huge. Come out to the convenience store. Brother was built, man, and he come out the store whistling. I said, "Oh man, I know you got hands." He don't know me. He looking at me like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Man, the last time I got knocked out, this dude was whistling while he worked. Man, the dude was cracking out. Don't make no sense, man." I thank God for the Morning Mac show. I thank God for Reese. Cause Reese, let me tell you something. I've seen you on flyers, and I gotta tell you, you are like the song says, head to toe. I know. I think I like you head to toe, and you funny. Now I gotta tell you right now, I ain't got paid a dime doing comedy. And I'll sing about it too. I don't care. It never really mattered too much to me that I'm broke and I have no money. But whatever, I don't care. My day coming. I love y'all, man. Thank you for inviting me. I'll try to spend some more time on there. I just can't tell all my funny, man, because I'm trying to get on stages. Somebody gonna ask me.
Nah, don't tell it all. They be stealing jokes on here, man.
Mally, you're right, man. Listen, Mally, I'm just real talk. I gotta go, man. For any comedian under the sound of my voice, if anybody ever tells you to do certain things how they think you should do it, I had a baller talking to me on the telephone. And man, people are looking at you. Yeah, I saw you with Eddie Griffin. I've been on the stage with him several times. I don't see you on no flyers, bruh. That flesh was about to creep up. Guess what I was about to tell him? Look on the back of it. I'm on the back of the flyer, bro. I got upset, man. I ain't changing for nobody.
Don't change for nobody. Let
I'm
them hate.
not.
When you got haters, that mean you doing
you sing too much. Imagine if I told Michael Jackson you sing too much. He'd have told me to beat it. I love y'all, man.
All right, Mr. John, man.
Hey, tear it up, Reese. Tear it up on that show when you tell Gwen Factor with that big old afro. You tell I said what's up. And isn't Mimi Manning on there?
No, Mimi Manning on the one May 23rd. Yes. Yes, sir.
The Sandman calling for you. I'm gonna have to get the broom.
That's okay. That's all right. Don't worry about it. You know, a lot of people get booed, man. I literally got booed in real life on an Apollo here in
You didn't go to the Apollo, did you? Did you? Look, I got one for you as you go out, Mr. John. I never can say goodbye. No.
I
never can say goodbye.
Wait, so you can sing?
I sing solo. I sing solo that nobody can hear me. So look.
Oh, see, that's a good one. That's a good one, Racy. I want somebody to end. I want somebody to tell me a light joke. Trey, give me something light, man. Just come.
I'm
he
not a
gone now. He gone now. Nah.
well,
That's our
perfect
boy,
time, 'cause
Mr.
I'm not
John, man. He'll pop
Get
in
no-
on us another day. Reese, why you keep sending him the link with no heads up? You gotta give us a heads up. So
Let us know.
I can
Welcome
properly-
to Wellness Wednesday, where we cover mental health, financial
My
literacy,
man.
and everything in between, as you see.
So cocaine is a hell of a drug. Hey, that's my man, Mr. John, man.
Mr. John.
He's cool, man. If everybody had the confidence as Mr. John, they would have made it in life.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Never see nobody.
The confidence is there.
Man,
y'all leave my Mr. John alone.
He
He
just
was the
don't know when
only
to cut the
one
water off.
that gave me my first personal song when he say, "Girl, you know you fine. Girl, you know you fine."
Girl, you know you fine. Had
Like-
Reese in here blush. Had
Jesus.
her.
From this side of the screen to the other one, smiling.
Kool-Aid.
What's up, Kool-Aid? Tap in on the question if you can. I'm gonna get a coffee and get on. All right, that's what's up.
We know Kool-Aid ain't holding her friends accountable for nothing. Women don't hold each other accountable for nothing. They the goats, man. It's double standards out here. They the goats. You know, women can go bust a man car windows and all that, and her friend to justify all the shit. No, he deserved that shit. Then he cheat on you. Like, I don't know. Well, at least you thought it. You know, that's close enough. And it's like, no, you just damaged property. You might go to jail, and if you got kids, they might snatch it. They just would be like, no, she had all rights to do that. You know, it's like, what? Like this are God-given rights. Like just to, like, what this world? Like, nah, y'all gotta be real with your friend. It was fucked up what he did, but you don't do this. This ain't how you get back at him. They be right with her. Shit, give me the other brick. I hit the other side.
See, my friends not doing that. My circle, and they snitches, and they gonna tell on you. So you better. So no, they don't. No.
They ain't doing it no more. They grew out of it, you know. I know how y'all talk. So y'all don't do it. No, y'all don't do it no more.
No more.
Yeah, they grew out of it, you know.
We grew up there. We got stuff to lose. You know how much time you vandalizing somebody with a brick, and then don't let them be in a car, because if the brick accidentally happened to go through the window, hit them, you're gonna get assault charges. Like they really put, you know. So no, don't know.
No.
No.
They got the attempted murder.
All right, somebody stepping in here. I think I know who it is.
Get in line. Hit that play button right on time. Big brass, big green straight through the
Doing Kool-Aid. I want to know what flavor is it on today. I have a flavor of the day up on the thing. Oh, that's Phil. All right. What's up, Phil? Kool-Aid.
Hey, we was looking for Kool-Aid, not iced tea.
Oh, what Kool-Aid up to? What's popping off, family? What's good with y'all?
Ain't too much. We're just going over the question of the day. So far, we ain't getting into no videos or nothing like that. Just going over the question of the day.
Trying to piss the women off, saying do they hold each other accountable or not? You think women hold each other accountable?
Do they hold each other accountable? Hell no.
Or do they held accountable? Can you keep it real with a woman out here, or a woman period, and just hold them accountable to all the things they do wrong? You think so, or did you the one that just shade back? You don't even get into it with them.
Nah, I get into it with them because I need to know. I need to know. Shit. I had one marriage fail because I didn't hold her ass accountable. I don't play that no more. I need to know. Yeah. I don't need mysteries and shit.
He said mysteries and shit.
I need to know what's going on. I ask questions.
Yeah, Mr. I'm holding Reese accountable right now.
Uh-oh.
What the hell happened? Don't invite me on no show and Molly kick me out.
You know, I always like to spring them sometimes just to get a little joy and mental wellness, and and you check in and you looking on your guests and stuff. I'm like, boom, I need a little ray of sunshine since they're talking about it's doom and doom today. And I do surprise. You like surprises?
No, I don't. But in the future, would you mind giving me a little heads up for my wellness since it's Wednesday? So okay. For my wellness, so I make sure I'm all regulated before I see that. Love it, John, but I be needing to know sometimes just to know.
You got to know. Yes, ain't got one. Hey, Red, you still in here with us? We can get to your question.
No, we get to your question.
Philly Phil.
What's up, baby?
What's up? I haven't talked to you since Saturday to get your heart pumping and regulated.
Yeah, I need my heart pumping and regulated. I've been a little under the weather, but I gotta let this shit pass because I gotta get out of here tomorrow morning.
Oh yeah,
but I'm gonna be all right. Tell you, that club food will kill your ass.
Oh man, them pepper wings and shit don't go too far before it make your ass have your stomach turn. You know what I'm talking about? The fries and shit.
I know what you're talking about. Trust me.
That's all right. You whip back into shape though soon.
Yeah. But I hope we need to whip back in shape before I get on this plane.
No, I feel. Oh yeah, you definitely know you need to be. If you're looking for a ray of sun, go outside. All you gotta do is crack a window or come out that sliding door if she wants to see some sunshine.
You know, you get off of that.
It's overcast.
Yeah, but it's still enough to get. He said if you take your ass outside, you get a little sunshine.
Yeah.
I'm going outside because I'm ready for the outside. You remember when we was kids? The first thing you did when you got up was put your clothes on and eat your bowl of cereal so you can go outside to play all day long. You wanted to early in the morning. If you go over your friend's house early enough, you can eat breakfast with them. It's 8:30. Come in for a bowl of Golden Grams. I know that.
Not Golden Grams.
Yeah, that was the cereal right there. You had some money if you could afford Golden Grams.
Yeah, a lot of money. You had 4.
We didn't have Golden Grams. We had Kicks. With no sugar. Milk, no milk. Cereal, no sugar. It was like milk, powdered milk. And we had that for real. Milk. I'm like, Grandma, what's that? And then
that powdered milk used to hit good though. That powdered milk was good.
She didn't mix it with enough.
And that water.
Balance.
You used to add the water and the honey to it.
She wouldn't shake it up good. And it'd be chunks of powder in the milk.
For real, when that shit go bad in your refrigerator and that shit start to separate, you can see how 50% water and 50% whatever bullshit they put together to make that milk. Because when that bitch separate, you can see it's water anyway. It's already evaporating.
If somebody make Kool-Aid for you, it's like, okay, or you can get the packs yourself. But if they make it for you, just buy it in the bottle. I was like, I used to just think that somebody took the powdered milk and made it and put it in the jar and sold it to me. They just did the work for me. I used to really think that. I just be like, what the? And then we went on that farm and I was like, I'm not touching that cow. I'm not jerking that cow off.
I'm not getting down there to do that.
Yeah. Those was nipples, Molly. They wasn't jerking the cow.
We didn't know that as a kid. We was looking like, hey, we couldn't stop laughing. And we was like, whoever did it, you gave it, Marty's like, call me what you want. He was two-handing that thing. I was like, this dude, he love animals. He was like, y'all ain't gonna talk me out of this experience. Yeah, I couldn't do it though. I still to this day ain't never jerk off a cow.
Yeah, I ain't about to.
And you never will jerk off a cow because a cow is female.
Says the who?
Says the bull.
It might be male and female. You never know. Seahorses, the males had the kids. There's some animals out here.
Who is it?
Uh-oh. Who that? What's up? What's up, butter man?
Said, roll up.
Let's go. Where is that, man? Brother, man, you supposed to pull up on me, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Man, let a nigga know. Just let me know.
For the man Kenny put up here for us. I like the picture. Kenny got shot with the microphone, wireless mic, with the suit on.
Stop playing. But smile, that nigga happy. Smile, nigga.
Nah, he said this question ain't nothing to smile about. The Morning Mac show. In some relationships, why do women lead only with their accomplishments and men lead with their wallets? So
the face matched the question because he definitely was like, look at this shit. He see this shit. That's exactly what his face was like. All right, so that's a good question. Shit. See, the Morning Mac show. In some relationships, why do women lead only with their accomplishments and men? I'll be trying to figure out who y'all be around. You know, I know people do that, but let's see. Why do women lead only with their accomplishments? What do they lead with? It shouldn't be the only thing that you have to offer, but I don't take away from anybody on either side. Leading with accomplishments or having confidence to throw out their accomplishments. It only makes people feel away if they don't feel up to par or whatever, in my opinion. And men lead with their wallets. Men lead with their wallets because that's most of our lives. Most of our lives is leading with our wallet. Most of our access is what's in your wallet. Most of your respect is what's in your wallet. You know, so just to answer 2 questions in one.
Yeah, and I think they both go hand in hand. You know, it's like if she leading with her accomplishments, that means it comes with some type of benefits too. You know, and if he leading with his wallet, that means he made some type of accomplishments out here that he can afford to do these things. So I think you basically saying the same thing. You know, why do some women only lead with their wallet and why do men lead with theirs, you know, because if you're accomplished, you basically should be making some type of good money. And if you got some money out here, that means you basically accomplished something out here to be able to afford those things that she actually want or whatever you need for the family. So I think they work both hand in hand. Now, I don't know why one or the other would think they should lead or be ahead of the relationship. I still think they should work together. If you got a woman that's accomplished a lot of things, you should find a way that to support her, you know. And if that man is dishing out a lot of money out his wallet, that probably can help her to accomplish more things. So I just think that if they work as a team, it'll always work out. But if one feel like they the breadwinner, so things should go their way, it always gonna be hell in the house. That's my thought.
Solid enough.
One be the breadwinner, the other be the bread maker. I'm gonna make my own loaf of bread and let it rise to the top.
You talking about your ass, Kenny? Yeah, man.
Women lead with their physical attributes, and men lead with their wallet. Yeah,
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't got no money, you ain't getting no more there.
Nowadays, a lot of women lead with their wallet because I know a lot of women that think that that's impressive that'll get a man, you know, and it's amazing to me. Let's lead with conversation. Let's see where we have common bounds. Let's see. You don't need to know where I work or what I drive, just like I don't need to know where you work and where you drive. You know, let's get to conversation. Let's get to know each other. But a lot of people be like, yeah, I'm doing it. It's for bragging rights, so you can pretend or you could seem to be more interesting than what you really are. No, I mean, I tell jokes. I'm this, I'm that. I'm me. You either going to love me or leave me alone. If we put our real self out there, how do we know that the person's not going to find the real you more charming than your 6 figures? You know, don't leave with money because then it make you look like you the bank. Well, no. For men or women, don't never lead a conversation with money. That's to me. That's just my opinion. That's me and my opinion. That's not. You know, that's not cool.
Yeah.
You still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. You can tap on the same question too.
I don't leave with money. I'm cheap. So you
Right,
rock with
okay.
me, or you don't rock at all.
Where's Kenny's picture up on Phil?
That's
That's
not
his
any
question.
picture of me.
It's his question is
Like the
attached to.
president.
And that's what it say in some relationships, not like if you're going to meet somebody or on a date, like you getting to know them leading with money. He's saying like you in a relationship already and you leading the relationship.
Mhm.
In the
So,
relationship.
why does the
Yeah.
women lead with their accomplishments and men lead with their wallets? Pretty much,
Okay.
when trying to get acquainted with somebody, why do women tend to use their accomplishments as the lead to to segue into a bond with the person, and why do men on the flip side lead with their wallet when it comes to trying to secure some type of bond with somebody?
Okay, so I'm gonna go. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I want to hear what you had to say.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I'm
that's
gonna go from in the beginning and then during the relationship. In the beginning, men or women lead with their wallets because one, they have an insecurity that their personality may not be enough.
Mhm.
Right.
And we don't realize that that's what it is, or they're trying to make themselves look better than they are. So you lead in the beginning because, oh, I got money, I can do this. Oh, I got all these degrees, I can do that. Because we want to make ourselves look better than the other person. You want to outdo the other person. In a relationship, it's almost the same because somebody want to be the boss. A woman who, I got this money, I make more money, I got all these degrees, I do this my house, this is that, blah, blah, wants to overpower the man. She want to control the man. A man that does the same, it's the same thing. If you're with somebody to be with them, you don't need to put in their face what you gain and what you bring and what you do. Because at the end of the day, in the relationship, it's supposed to be us, not just me, not just I. And not just you.
Right.
Not just you, right? So in a relationship, whether it's marriage or partnership or you together, there's no longer, if you say you want to be with this person, there is no my, me. You're not singing. Well, you should be singing it. You know what I'm saying? In a solo. Look, he thought in the beginning there was the word, and the word was God, and the word was with God. But also, the best way you want to know how to get somebody to grow in love with you, not fall, be yourself. Be yourself. Somebody will grow in love with you by just being yourself. The dates, the beginning, you start going out with somebody, be yourself. Like Reese said, why do you want to fake the funk? You might have money, so what? Let them find out later that you rich.
Yeah.
Let them find out later you banking that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Let them find out later you got 1,000 degrees. You know what I'm saying? Let them find out later. Leave some mystery. Go Dutch on the first date. Who gives a shit? Just go to a picnic or whatever. At the end of the day, you're supposed to be getting to know each other. Mm-hmm. So why do you want to leave with your wallet? Because you're insecure and you're trying to make yourself look better than you are. When we know the fact that you have an issue, you got a personality issue, you lack in character, and you can't hold a conversation. So you want to talk about money. Don't come over here with that, because I'm going to walk away from you.
Wait a minute. I got something to say.
What you got to say?
Lord.
That sounded good in a fairy tale until I
have a good day, Kyle.
I used to believe that until I started messing with a chick that didn't have a dime to her name. Couldn't contribute to nothing. Couldn't buy us a glass of water. It was all right for a minute until I figured out she brought nothing to the table. Man, not even good ideas.
How long did that take, Phil? How long did it take for you to find that out?
2 months.
Because you ain't had a conversation. Now that's on you.
No. I had the conversation. No. I had the conversation. I could deal with it. I thought you could.
Oh, okay.
I thought I was man enough to deal with it. I wasn't.
Okay. So what you complaining for? That's your fault.
It was my fault, but I'm just saying. You know what you're getting into when you're getting into it. I'm like, yeah.
Nah, I
Yeah.
just like then y'all watch Coming to America. You know, the
Yeah.
whole thing was he didn't want nobody to know who he was, how much money he wanted somebody to love him from him.
For him.
And as a kid,
That's
I always
right.
picked up that message. Even watching Aladdin, he was like,
Yeah.
be yourself. You know, he wanted to be Prince Ali Abagwa. He's like, nah, just be Aladdin. She fell in love with Aladdin. There's like so many messages out there that push out there. Just be yourself. And if that person fall in love with that person, they're gonna like you with money, without money. But if you already got it, that's great. But I'm with y'all. Don't lead with your money. Definitely in a relationship, you already with the person because now that's y'all money. Because at the end of the day, they not loving you for you. You even if they do what you say, they only doing it because you the breadwinner. They only doing it because they know you're gonna take something from them.
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, what type of love is that? You know, so I don't like it neither. And I'm with Butterman. He said you don't what he say? He said you don't meet a person, you meet their representative.
All day long.
Mm, mm, mm.
And who that? I agree.
Allen, he agreeing with Phil. Say that sound good, and even better if you write it down. But if a woman is paying for everything and supporting the relationship financially, he will be judged.
Yeah, and she don't trust him. If she feel like she got to pay everything, if she feel like she got to lead, she don't trust him enough to do so. A woman that trusts her man will move. She's not gonna try to be the man, and it might not even be him. It might just be the fact that her experience, and she allowing her experience to go into this new relationship. But I agree, a woman will judge a man that don't do what she think that he's supposed to do. Because he could be doing what he's supposed to do, but she think he ain't doing what he's supposed to do. You understand what I'm saying? But it's not, it does sound good because it is good. Because when you know yourself, when you're real with yourself, you can be real with everybody else. At the end of the day, Louisa is Louisa. And you meet Louisa, and I'm not going to fake the funk, but I'm not going to put a mask on. I am who I am. And that's why if you want somebody to fall in love with you, grow in love with you, be yourself. If the person you are is not good enough for the person that sits there, then move away because there's somebody who wants you and will grow with you. No problem. It's not a fantasy. It's real life.
That's why I don't that's
Want
why I
somebody
don't
to
agree.
know with you men, be yourself. Be yourself.
And I'm gonna tell y'all,
Yeah.
the man snubbed me the other day. I was hurt. I was crying. Yeah, because Kenny know I love him. I was yelling, Kenny, Kenny, and he ignored me. But then the lady that I was with, she said, "Hey, Kenny." He turned right around. I was like,
"Is that when he left you on the dock?"
No, that was another time. This was the other
Damn,
day.
Kenny, what you doing, man?
But I understood, because I'm that understanding woman. I understood he was taking care of some
You
business.
know, that was her representation.
He did me like this. He didn't even say, "Hey," he was like this, like, "Yeah, yeah, I was like,
Don't be talking about shit.
But that's why
I had a couple of shacks. I had a whole bunch of. I had a bunch of children there. We had to make that money stretch.
I feel it. But that's why I agree with what you were saying, Phoenix, because I think that does a disservice to people when people people can have their own opinion, obviously. But that's why I disagree with the notion of you meet the representative because it's not a job interview. Bitch, you're not gonna change my life. Like you're not, even if you do in the future, that can come in the future. But when I'm sitting there, what the hell do I have to hide? Don't I want you to know the raw dog truth off the top? And I feel like some people can't do that because they're, stepping into situations with some type of motive or mask on, or they think there's something that they need to hide. I think that does a disservice to people that genuinely can be themselves when you meet somebody.
Yeah.
Like, so I agree with what you're saying about it's not always a myth or it's not always something, everybody not hiding under a blanket. I know a lot of people are fake and a lot of people aren't solid with themselves, but I feel like, like there are people that can genuinely be themselves and you ain't got to hide nothing. It ain't no job change or financial life change because I'm getting to know somebody, like,
Yeah, but
So I think people can.
Sometimes we gotta ease ourselves on people because people
you got bad body odor.
No,
sometimes people stink.
Either way, well, in that case, but like because everybody, as in the comments, as you can see, or on the panel, people are not used to people being real. They are used to the fake. They are used to the representative. And a lot of times they're being a representative too, because sometimes a representative is a protection for yourself. And because you feel like you have to protect yourself, you don't fully show yourself. So sometimes, you can't, some people don't feel comfortable enough to be themselves because people aren't used to realness.
But let me give you an example. I think this is how we get caught up in sending representatives. Have y'all ever noticed that when you first go out to a club and a guy come up, talk to you, you give him a fake name, you pretend like you're somebody else until you get to know that person? We was always told you don't give nobody your real name. And I never understood that. I'm like, why? Like you just don't get nobody your real name. You're supposed to give your body your 401. You don't get them. That's too much information. Don't give it to them. So we're taught right there as little young girls going out. Well, I was anyway. You don't give nobody your full name and stuff. And I could never understand that, for the life of me.
Well, as a protective nation.
And that's what I was getting to. The thing was as protection, as protective. So is that why men and women, why we all show what our representative as a protective native, or is that how we were grown? Like you don't give nobody your government, you don't tell nobody this, you don't tell nobody that.
Auntie was teaching y'all how to cheat. That's what our uncle was telling us. Like you go out there, meet another girl, man, you get them different names. So if they ever go back and they say, hey, Dante, nah, my boyfriend named Marley. He looked like him, but so she was just teaching y'all how to be little future hoes and shit. That's all.
Not future hoes.
So if your boyfriend be like, oh yeah, I ran into this girl Tasha, or not that it's like Tasha from whatever hood you from, they gonna be looking, oh nah, my girl Reese. They ain't the same girl.
Oh no,
yeah,
I couldn't do that. Because first of all,
you call the wrong number. You call for who? Hello, your girl answer. Oh, I was calling for. Oh, you got the wrong number. Oh, okay. If she called asking for Marley, like, who is this calling? That's what I was told it was for early on in life. But I could have been told differently. Wrong.
Guy was messing with sisters and gave them false names, and then when they saw each other, they were like, "That's Dante. No, that's Molly. No, that's Dante." And then the guy was like, "I'm gone. Peace." And the two sisters, and that's true. That is so true.
I can't do it.
Fake name.
I be done forgot what I told. I can't.
Yeah. I forgot what I told you.
Look what Alan said. Now he said that talking about something that's a fairy tale, but he's saying the same thing I said. He gets on my nerves.
What Alan?
The last one.
He said, "I'm always me, regardless of what."
Oh, asshole.
Yeah, sounds about right. Asshole and all. The Leo and me won't let me be fake. I'm too authentic. You either gonna like me or hate me, and no in between. But I just said be yourself. And what did he say? That's a perfect thing.
Well, Auntie say that too. And all y'all Leos lying, Leos.
No, we don't be lying.
Oh yeah, Alan, what you say is a fairy tale.
Damn lie. Ain't no purpose. I might as well just be on. I ain't got time.
No, Aunt Ann Leo too now.
Is she?
Yes, she is.
Oh.
July 23rd.
Is she?
I mean 28th. Sorry, July 28th. My uncle's July 23rd.
You know what that mean, right? You know what that mean.
Oh, that's
see them girls talking about symbols. You better run away, fellas. They be like, "What's your sign?" Just don't even talk to them no more.
Either way,
that's it
like,
right
stop
there.
sign.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop.
Yeah, they be like, I don't talk to Libras. Like, why not? Because I talked to one before. Like, so he was the representative for all Libras.
Right, exactly.
This nigga was just the go to Libras, huh? Like he was the first Libra existed, It's just like,
look, I love Libras. My granddaddy was a Libra, and my grandmother too. So I just love Libras, and Libras are they could be some.
My oldest son is a Libra, but I don't go off the signs. I mean, because they do. A lot of people have certain representatives because it goes off the moon, it goes off the cycle. What happens in the atmosphere. So of course we all have similarities to that particular thing. So yes, you can kind of go off of it, but people are individuals, and the fact, like Marley said, you judging somebody off that dummy that you dealt with, that don't mean I'll act like that way. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you're gonna be who you are. And if you want to follow that, then that's on you.
Yeah.
That's on you. She's saying don't follow her hips. Follow her. Look like Beast and Beast is on here. He'd be like, Louisa, I was walking behind you.
Oh, Jesus, man. That man is crazy. But anyway, but yeah, I tell my daughters and I tell my sons, I tell my children to be yourself. If people don't like it, that ain't your problem. That don't mean you go out here and be an asshole. Don't just be out here being a jerk. Don't be out here being obnoxious. Be your funny, silly, weird self. You know, be respectful, be kind, but be yourself. And those who's supposed to be around you will be around you. Yeah, and even some of those that are supposed to be around you will be around you because they want to pull off of that energy as well because they don't know how to do it.
I understand the notion of not of having a representative, having a little face for whatever it is. But I feel like it's easier to iron out. I'm kind of agreeing with that Alan comment, his last comment. I feel like personally it's easier to iron out, weave out who it is. Of course, you're not gonna be like, oh yeah, I own a Fortune 500 company. You're not about to do all that off the top. But I feel like anything you ask me, be ready for the answer.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna just be regurgitating or just spewing whatever at you because that's where the ego come in. Somebody just saying stuff unsolicited. But I feel like I'm winning when I give you the raw dog truth. If you don't like it, you know, that's just keep going down the grapevine and you'll find somebody else. But you know, in terms of friendship or a relationship or whatever, I feel like I'm winning just by weaving you out. If you can't handle, you know, responses or you can't handle the truth, then you know, I feel like you can't handle the truth. You know.
I feel like, man, we always competing, you know. So even if we dating a woman, we know she probably most likely dating somebody else. So they try their best to impress her, you know, like I got this, I make this amount of money, I do this, I got this type of car, this type. So he just basically trying to shit on whatever nigga she possibly talking to, hoping that can win him over. I think that's why a lot of dudes do it. And I don't really think everybody, like early on, I just think people change and everything else in life outside relationship, we cool with that. We not the same from when we was 19 to 25. Right. But when we're in a relationship, you hear people say, well, you ain't the same no more. You changed the last 5 years. What the fuck? Like, you supposed to be different. Y'all supposed to grow together. So they expecting to have that same partner they met in day one on year 10. And it's like, nah, people got to understand that people change. You're going to change with them or y'all going to break apart. And that's just life. We all supposed to grow. We all supposed to change. That's just the way of life. What's up, Diggy head ass?
That's right. And if you're not growing, you're dying. You're just like
you're dying.
If you put somebody for 20 years and they're the same person they were 20 years ago, they're dying.
Because you don't know how to act. Because you be doing a little bit too much on the live stream, like I told you last time.
That's crazy.
Still love you.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, that's why somebody be like, "Oh, I missed the old Weezy. I missed the old Weezy." I said, "Oh, you missed the one that was dying in your face that you didn't see was dying." No, you want the person who just let things go, who just let it pass to keep the peace, but you didn't see that every part of her was empty. You want that version of me? You don't love me if you want that version of me.
That part.
No.
That's because they don't want you.
They want what I offer.
And that I've been played like that before, like a fiddle. So many times, thinking that the person is really looking at me, but they're really looking at where I live or the car I got or the job that I had. They're not looking to date. They're looking for clout or some like, and that hurts when the veil come off. One of y'all gonna be wounded. Well, both of you gonna be wounded because after you hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you.
Damien said my mother always told me. Damien says my mother always told me to wake up every morning and imagine that you're a glass of water, and you have to fill that glass of water. Then throughout the day, you're going to give everyone a sip, and if you don't keep filling it up, you will become empty. Solid comment. Very solid comment.
Man,
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, very solid.
You can't pull from an empty cup, and your damn sure can't pull from a cup that got a hole at the bottom. Some people come to put a hole in your cup.
Yes, they
Some
do.
people come to empty your cup. And some people don't realize that they're coming and drinking up your water. Some people don't know this, and some people intentionally do it.
Look, don't drink up. You can drink my water. Don't drink my wine.
Don't touch that.
Don't drink my wine.
That shawty, she don't play about that wine.
But that was so embarrassing because Butterman, me and Butterman was on live, and he was like, crazy. He was like, he had to say crazy. I got upset over the wine thing. But it wasn't the wine, it was the principle of it. You know.
That's better.
For real.
Nah, man. You gotta come in early. We got a time limit now, dang. People don't make it in by a certain time. We keep the show moving, so we ain't going back and back. We about to move on to the next video. People probably pop in, want to talk about the previous topic. So
to give a little context to this one, we had some conversations around. We had you know how I be picking up conversations and making subjects out of them sometimes when I hear y'all talking about some real good shit, like when we off the screen and all that. I heard some conversations about children and parents molding their children, whether they're trying to mold them for a positive way or whether it be negative. There's two sides to each thing, but your parents trying to, you know, maybe foreseeing the future and trying to shape what they think you should be doing or how you should be moving or whatever. But I think that this video kind of hits on that.
Okay.
Is this Misha's video?
No.
Misha got video?
Straight
video. Let me see what video Misha got.
Talk to you now that they grown because they figured you out. See, you can get away with a lot when children are young. You can shape their reality. You can tell them who's good, who's bad, who to trust, and who to hate. You can sell them stories like they facts and they believe you because you're their parent. But here's what a lot of parents don't understand. You could control a child's perspective, but you can't stop their brain from maturing. You can't stop life from teaching them. You can't stop experiences from connecting the dots because one day they're going to grow up. And when they grow up, they don't forget what they saw. They don't forget how things felt. They don't forget inconsistencies. Now they out here living life for real, and everything you told them, it starts getting compared to reality. And that's when it hit them. Wait, what happened? Right? Hold on. This don't add up. So they lied to me. All them stories you told about their dad, about family, about people. Now they starting to see it for themselves. And once they connect the dots, you don't just lose control of the narrative, you lose credibility. Now you're not just mama or daddy no more. You the person that manipulated their reality. And that realization hurt a little different, and I know because I lived. See, I had false narratives painted to me about my father that didn't even add up. And when I grew up and started seeing life for myself, I realized a lot of it wasn't true. And that just don't go away. Because now you're dealing with two layers of trauma. The lie you was raised on and the truth you had to discover on your own. So what people do, they distance themselves, they go quiet, they cut you off. Then you as the parent go around saying, I don't know why my kids don't talk to me. Like it just happened out the blue. No, they ain't just stopped talking to you. They finally saw the truth. If you got a lot of control how your child sees people, you are not protecting them. You're setting yourself up to lose because the truth, it don't expire. It's just waiting for a little understanding. Your kids don't.
Yeah, so most of the videos I play, usually if the people are chiming in to listen to whoever's speaking on whatever they're speaking on, it's pretty self-explanatory and really doesn't need too much explanation. You know, it's always, I like the videos that there's multiple things you can get out of it. Like there's a whole list of things that you can, or takes that people can give. So I try to play videos that I feel like will give open responses from whatever different aspects or whatever. But there's parents on here, you know, so I know y'all definitely will have some type of response to parenthood or just whatever, or your own experience, you know. But I thought this video was kind of well-rounded.
Yeah. Molly, you want to go?
Yeah, man, it don't matter. I mean, for me, I can't relate. You know, I grew up with my mom and my father in the house, you know, and as a father, my child know me, and her mother didn't never do anything to keep me away from her. My son, mom's the same. We just came back from North Carolina saying my child. So I don't really have this experience, but I heard people who dealt with this and it took them through a loop, you know, and they still young. They kids still got to get older to see how it turned out, you know. So I don't really know too many older people who probably came across their kid later on and found out mom's been lying to them. Other than Michael Beasley, that's why I shared his story the other day. I was like, they need to look into that because he thought his father ain't want nothing to do with him, you know, and the whole time his father been trying to be in his life from day one, and mom's had a grudge against him. So he was so mad at mom's that, you know, he stopped talking to her. And then eventually they got back to talking overnight.
Okay. Go ahead. My apologies. Go ahead.
Oh, nah, it be flinking on my side, so I thought somebody was talking. But nah, that's the only thing. I just think it's messed up though for any parent to keep the other parent away, because you got some fathers got custody of their kids and they keep the mom away. You know, it's like, damn, roles really reversing out here because they upset. And I think it ain't about either party; it's all about the kid. You know, kids that had both parents, and now y'all ain't together, they might got bonus parents. So if both of y'all find the one that y'all actually should be with and compatible with, that's even better for that kid, you know. So I don't like the single parent household. It ain't gotta actually be the father or the mother, as long as somebody there and they still have a relationship with that parent, you know. I think that just turned out for a better kid. But for the kid that don't have a father around and looking for him, you've been keeping them away, I think that kid gonna turn out to be mad, angry, sad, hurt, confused as he get older, you know. So you just hurting the child in the long run, and it might backfire.
Yeah, that's true. I would like to, I agree, Molly. I agree. And the great thing that you had the experience of your dad at home, your mom at home. So there was nothing to hide. You witnessed it up front. You know, and that's a gift and sometimes a curse. You got to see the butt cheek, the naked leg, you know, you got to see all the wild stuff. But I think every child should have that experience. You should be, especially if you have siblings, you go talk about the crazy stuff mom and dad did, and y'all can relate because y'all were there. I want to shout my mom out because she never, ever talked about my dad, like in a negative way. She never did that. Any of my siblings' father. She never talked negatively about them. And she never kept us away. And even if the relationship didn't work, she made sure that we, you know, they always knew who we were because we moved. We didn't move a lot till she got married, but you know, they always had our address, they always had our numbers, they had the school information, they knew where we were. Now, if they showed up, was on them, but she never made it where they could not. And I never, ever, ever heard my mother talk negatively about my father. Never. Or any of my siblings' father, for that matter. And they were some of them was all, dang, you know what I'm saying? I witnessed that myself, you know, but she let us do that. And I took that, you know, people, you don't realize what your children see. But if you think about how you were as a child, you'll realize that. And from that, I made sure, because I was married though, you know, we had our first child young, but we ended up getting married 2 years later. And in spite of us being in the house, like with Molly, his parents was in the household, they had their parents in the household. I still did not let the kids see the, you know, I try my best not to let the kids see the crazy. I wouldn't argue in front of them. Now, he's not the type to wait, but I was like, look, you know, talk about it later. It's because I didn't want them to see their dad in that way. That can be good and bad, because that can make them think that that person is perfect and you are not, which is what happened in our house. A lot of stuff got flipped on me, but as they got older, because I did not lie to them and I did not keep the, you know, I didn't tell them about their father. They found out about stuff themselves. And there I had to talk them and calm them down, because they were angry when they looked back and realized some things that was going on, or as them being older and seeing for themselves, you know, the things that happen and stuff like that. So I attest why I'm very honest and open in the way I am to my mom, to my grandpa, to my grandmothers, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how they were. At the end of the day, you made these children with this person. Regardless of how the relationship went with you, they still have a right to their children. So you don't have the right to take them from them, and you don't have the right to pour negatively about that other person. Let them find out who they are, or you because you could be one way and they can find out the truth about you and definitely can go away from you. So you know you don't want to do that. Like he said, you know, he had that experience, and it makes you look at the people that lie to you in a different light. It hurts to find out that the person that claims to love you, your parent, mother, father, or even because some people are raised by their aunts and uncles or their grandparents, that this whole time my father or my mom's trying to reach out to me and you kept them away. You know, so at the end of the day, it's not about you, like Molly said. It's about the children and what's best for the children. I always say, because now we're divorced, I'm not a single mother. I am a woman I am a mother that's single because their father's in their life. And whatever capacity he's in it.
Right.
So yeah, I'm not a single mom. I'm a mom who just so happens to be single.
Well-rounded.
I'm not married, so single. You know what I'm saying?
Anymore. But your situation was different because you were actually married to
their father. Yeah, but even still, some people who've been divorced say I'm a single mother. Nah, it's the father's in their life. You are a mother that's single, just like he's a father that's single.
You are a divorced parent.
Yeah, he still got to be. Hey, I rose up. You still got to be a father. I ain't making these kids by myself. And we ain't gonna cultivate them by myself. Not that.
Yeah, it'd be tough.
And then a lot of the stuff when the parents, when you're pouring into kids, remember kids are like a sponge and we soak everything up. And parents, we have to be careful as parents and as aunties, uncles, whoever is around children, not to throw that negative stereotype on that child. Because if I hear you talking about my daddy and then your mother turn around, you just like your father, you're gonna be like, so you saying I'm this, that, you know. And I never did that with my child either, because I did not want anything cast on your children, and you shouldn't want that as the parent. And life is hard enough, people, without fabricating stories to alter somebody's perspective or reality of their parents or their loved ones. You don't need it. I'm talking about as a parent who was a single parent and as a child who got stuff thrown on them, because it do give you psychological scars, and stuff do happen when your parent puts so much stuff on your plate and expect you to eat it. That's not a child-sized plate. And a lot of parents put adult situations on child-sized plate when the child shouldn't even have that plate at all. Where's my Happy Meal? Where's my kitty meal? Ain't nothing happy about this shit y'all be eating, and you trying to feed me, and you don't know until you grow up. And then it's grudges, animosity, distrust, Lord. And then you sit back and you think you look, and you was like, wow, no bueno, no bueno.
I like how you put that.
That's solid, and that was a good analogy too. Look at you, don't sit on the table like that. That's a good analogy.
No blown off.
I love that. I love that.
I just think they take that single mother thing farther than it should go. I think single mother just mean you just a mom that's not in a relationship with the father or anybody right now. You know, so you opening to date, or it ain't like you just doing everything by yourself. And that's what people take it now and then. It's like, I'm a single mother. That means I'm doing everything by myself. I got no help. And nah, I think for most men, they're just thinking like, oh, you single. Like all that. We know the father can still be around. Just like if the father around, you still hear women say they're single mother. So it's just like people it don't go hand in hand. That don't mean she doing everything on her own. She got no help, like the family ain't around, the father ain't nobody just ain't around, no step, no anybody, godparents. So I just think they use that to their advantage. Some women, like, oh, I'm a single mother, I'm about it. Like, come on, man, you came up here 30 deep for this graduation.
All single means that you're not married. That's all that means.
That's all it's supposed to mean. Because I promise you, like Molly said, you can drop that baby off grandma or cousin or somebody. There are very few women and men who have no one that they can take their children to other than daycare and school.
Yeah.
Very few. The majority
Somebody
of us.
stepping in.
Oh, go ahead. Who that is? Hey, David.
It had to be somebody special because it's after 12, so I knew it was somebody like you.
Ain't getting no music or none of that.
None of that shit today.
I was here before 12.
Oh, it don't matter because you made it in anyway, so it wasn't even that big. You made it in the cut.
I think you in the back. I let him sit back there.
Molly put him in the corner. That was Molly. Molly put him in the corner. Time out, young man.
If you was in the back room for a little bit, that means that you was hearing some of the sentiments that was being shared. Now, I like this because this is coming from other people. I'm not a parent. I'm the only one on here that's not a parent. I actually like that. So it gives me nothing but listening time to all the parents. Whatever takes you can give on any of the sentiments that's being shared right now. The floor is yours.
What's the question?
See, he wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, man. God damn it.
No, it wasn't. I wasn't paying attention.
We're moving forward.
He was there the whole time, but that don't mean he was paying attention. This Nisha video.
Catch us on this video so we can all watch it fresh together, David.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I got a question for you. I just left our daughter's house, your daughter's house, and you know she's graduating, and she was telling me that she wanted, I guess her biological father just came back into her life or whatever the case after 17 years, and she wanted him to come to the graduation, but in order for that to happen, I have to give up my ticket. And she told me that you knew something about this.
Yeah, I didn't know something about it.
And
Is that a problem?
You don't think it's a problem? Like after 17 years? Like you don't think that's a problem?
No, I don't think it's a problem at all. Because if she want her daddy back in her life, put her daddy back in her life.
So you want me? So after 17 years, this dude come around. Look, he can be there, but y'all want me to give up my ticket to let him come. Don't I paid for that entire graduation? I got her first trip.
Okay, and we appreciate everything that you did. But at the end of the day, that's still gonna be her daddy, and she wants her daddy to come back in her life. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Y'all trifling as hell, man. You mean to tell me? So what is you? What's up with you and him? Y'all back together or something? Because it has to be something to it. Because ain't no man after 17 years, ain't no man just gonna pop back up and I want to be at your graduation now. Ain't no man do it. And what type of man is he?
What you mean? What type of man is he?
Listen,
he's trying to come back in his daughter's life.
Any type of man.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
But y'all in cahoots with trying to get me to give up my ticket that I paid for.
Come on now, ain't nobody in cahoots. It's just that she want her daddy to see her daddy graduate. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, but you brought it to her. She told me you brought it to her. You brought it. You convinced her to do that.
Because we're trying to build a family. We're trying to build a family.
After 17 years.
We're trying to build a family.
After 17
years. Yeah, after 17 years. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Man, y'all trifling as hell, man. Straight up. You know what? This is what I'm going to do. Just like I told her, that apartment that I just got for her, I just went and pulled the lease off. I pulled the lease off of it. That graduation that I paid for, I'm finna go take all my money back. Matter of fact, I'm on my way there right now.
No, that's wrong. No, that's trifling. That's trifling.
So after 17 years, y'all kicked me to the curb, and that ain't trifling? But I'm just supposed to give up my money. I'm supposed to give her my money. Okay. I've taken care of this girl for 17 years. Saw her through all her schools. Was at all her little milestones. I was the man there.
You don't think she appreciate that?
I mean, the damn show don't feel like it.
Everything you do. But so now you're gonna do that to her?
I'm taking all.
You just gonna take everything from her?
I am.
You know that, and that's what you call trifling.
I am. Hey,
but you so-called want to be a daddy.
I don't.
But you want to be.
That's over with.
Man,
that's over with.
That's over with.
Yeah, that's over.
So you want? So you're gonna be out of her life just like that?
I'm done.
Just because of the graduation? Are you serious?
She told me that you convinced her to do it, and she old enough to make her own decision. So she came to me and told me she wanted to give up my ticket that I paid for to a man that hasn't been there for 17 years, right? And you don't want me to be at a graduation that I paid for? The money that I worked for and I spent and paid for, and I got her first apartment, and I'm getting kicked to the curb. I'm the bad guy now.
Ain't nobody said you was getting kicked to the curb. They just said she want her daddy to come. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with it.
You know what? Look, all y'all can go now, because I'm just gonna take everything back.
Wow.
And I'm gonna let y'all handle that. That's how it is.
Nah,
that's you
wrong for that.
I'll be wrong. I'll be wrong. I'll be wrong. Don't worry about it. Hey, look, I tell you what, I'm about to get off this phone. I want y'all to go have a happy family together because I'm out that shit.
Oh, you wrong.
Yeah, that's right. Sure, right. Like I'm supposed to just stick around and let something like this go down, man. I've been there for 17 years. Man, I ain't trying to hear that crap, man. Straight up.
God damn, that was a jam-packed ass video. Damn. I ain't going first. You can take me off solo screen. I'm just saying.
Thank you, Misha Merritt. That is some deep, deep sentiment. But I'm on the side of the man because that is totally wrong. That chick ain't gonna get no pass for me. That made me want to find a fighter. Like, how you going to do that?
This is an old video, but it's relative to today. We reported this on the No Filter show. I'm with the guy too. Ain't no way I'm gonna raise this child for 17. That's my child. And you as my wife, or I can't remember you as my wife,
a divorce name,
going to take the father over me? There's nothing, like you said, it's so I don't care if he comes, but why do I have to give up my ticket? Okay, let me give y'all an example. My son, I sent the military academy for high school because of what was going on at his school. It was a lot of killings, a lot of fighting, and I did not want to lose my son. So I sent him to military academy. Without downing his father, let's just say that he did not put the time and effort into our children that he should have. Okay? I'm just going to say that. So when it was time for him to graduate, though he had to graduate, though he had to, he had a ticket because that's his father. I miss my son walking across. I miss our son walking across the stage because he wouldn't help me with our younger two. And it was so simple. Hey, help me take him to the bathroom real quick so we can get back. No, you do it. I had to take both of them to the bathroom, separate bathrooms. And it took so long because they were too little, got to hold them up, got to do XYZ. By the time I came back, he had done walk across the stage and I missed it. I cried and I was hurt because as much time and energy, like the gentleman, and love I pour into our child, and this is not his biological child. That's my biological child. This is not his biological child. The time, effort, energy, and love he poured into this child, for you to take that moment from him, it's disgusting. She was dead ass wrong. And like you said, how was this man as the father, the biological, how can he feel like it's okay for him to come in and take that? I don't give a damn your sperm made this baby. Did you raise the baby? Did you teach the baby? Did you feed the baby? Did you love on the baby? Were you there when the baby was sick? Was you there when they cried? Did you comfort her? Her first heartbreak. Were you there? No. So you don't get that privilege. That's a privilege as a parent. To come in there, and I don't care if it's a graduation, she might have 30 more. It don't matter. Because he was there to get her to that one. He was there to get her to the elementary promotion. He was there to get her to the middle school promotion. He was there to get her to high school. He paid for everything. How dare you think it's okay, and you as his wife think it's okay to let this man who ain't did shit come up in here and take my spot? I'd kick her out, man. I'm telling you right here, right now, that'd be the only time the backhand slap would have been approved by Louisa. Because you tripping. You tripping.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
And then gonna coach her daughter into saying that, that she came to her with look, I'm not gonna take show some respect for the love you receive. Whitney Houston used to say it best. Show some respect for the love you receive. And you, as the mother, should respect that man that you let in your child's life for 17 years.
How much he don't.
But you go to your daughter and say, hey, why don't you get a ticket to your biological. Look, if your biological didn't get a ticket, that means he wasn't on there on time to get one. And don't that mean that? Because when you're passing out the tickets, you wasn't there to get it. So you can't come on the back end and see the show. That no, hell no, that's wrong.
When we come outside, buddy.
That's wrong. Come to the after dinner, after the graduation dinner. Or come to the party. How about that? But to take the that ceremony, that man's there, all his hard work was pouring into this child, all that love he was giving the child, and then to snatch it away from him, to give it to the head, to get somebody waiting on the child, so they could be. You're gonna be a family regardless. You gonna be. That's your father, regardless. That's your father at the end of the day. But women, we gotta stop getting and our children here and thinking that father and daddies are the same thing. They're not. They're not. Just because you make a baby, Tupac said, just because you make a baby don't mean you man enough to raise a baby, or don't make you, father. That's the title, but daddy, that's the privilege. That just like I'm and we gotta stop telling like, oh, that's your father. So what? So what? Be it. But I'm damn sure I ain't gonna take from one that was there that helped and paid for the stuff. He paid for the graduation party. And he just paid for the apartment. Who you going to do all of this? They took care of her and you. It's something when you are single and you get a man to love you, but when you get to love your children, that is that's a beautiful thing right there. A beautiful thing.
Man, I swear I'd have been slapping her ass. I'm not even going. I'm sorry. Where are her friends?
Where's her girlfriend?
They can't uphold that. It's her father, the grandfather, the mother, the wife. Where's the person that can help her see the truth? Somebody needs to be right there and say, you're stupid as shit. You're wrong.
They go.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, somebody we as women supposed to hold each other accountable. And if she had somebody in her life right there to tell her girl, why would she even suggest it? I'm sorry, y'all. We talk too much.
They probably
you're right.
That stuff like that, and even though I've seen it before, it pissed me off then too when I saw it. It just don't make sense. That you had the audacity to tell this man that been with you for 17 years, raised the child that wasn't his for 17 years. And that's why, and I hate to say it because I hate hearing it. I dislike hearing it. But this is why men say they refuse to be stepfathers. Stuff like that will make men that look at women with children like we all are like that, and we're not.
Sure.
But we are always put in the same box as these ratchet, ridiculous, manipulative ass women that do shit like that.
That's right.
Because not every woman with children are like that. But we get put in that same box as that dumb shit right there.
Because R don't stand for ratchet, it stands for Reese. And L don't stand for lazy, it stands for Louisa. So I get tired of they be like, y'all women this, y'all women. No, those women.
Yeah.
Those
That's
women.
just like those men. It's not all men.
It's not all men.
It's not all women. We always looked at them that way.
As a
it's
group.
Wrong as shit.
As a collective.
It's wrong as shit, man.
Ron, you experienced that. Sorry to hear that, Ron and Don. That gotta be a tough one.
Oh yeah.
I just always, they never. I don't know. I just like it's always about the child, And a lot of these times, a lot of people just worry about the adults. What was she? It's like, what do the kid want? The kid after 17 years, she might want to meet her father. She got an opportunity to meet her father. How do y'all really feel about that? Should she not meet him because he ain't been around for 17 years?
No, that's not what we're saying.
No. According to the video, she has met him and everything. Because she said they're trying to rebuild. But something else that I noticed in the video, she said we are trying to make a family. we are trying to make the family or bring the family back or something like that. No, which made him say, "What, you two are in it?" I mean, you know what I mean? Like you two are trying to get back together or something. And to me, that's what it sounds like. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't know if he dickmatized her or whatever like that. No, but you know what I mean? After 17 years, you know what I mean? Exactly. It's and I don't know. Like I agree with him. You know what I mean? I would have been even more petty. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I would have got with a friend and some more junk and all. But
David goes in.
I'm petty. Back in the day, I used to use sex as a weapon. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm serious. I'll go after you. I'll go after your mom.
I wield this sword properly.
Exactly. You will remember me. You will. You will remember me.
Using your schlong is wrong. Remember that. Using your schlong is wrong.
And in this case, it just seems so many dudes come back home from jail.
Y'all don't hear Molly?
No, I
hear him. Go ahead, Mom.
I was saying a lot of dudes from jail and stuff, they come home after 15, 20 years and get right back with the girl. And it's like they just been waiting for him. I don't know what this dude was doing for 17 years, but it seemed like this girl probably had contact with him. She's the problem. She's the one that's lying to both sides. She could have been keeping in contact with him. He finally home, and now he home. They want to get back together and be a family like they planned it 17 years ago. You know, so it's just like, I don't know. And then for the girl to have her father back, I'm pretty sure she's excited because now she got her father and her dad in her eyes, you know, but now he going to take that away from her because he's jealous of the father, you know, because he want to be at the graduation. I feel like moms ain't going. You know, I just feel like, baby girl, look, me and Pop's going to be there then, you know, and I think him and the father should have a conversation to really see what this bride been telling them, you know, and how long y'all been keeping in contact. Because it ain't been him trying to keep the daughter away. It been her the whole time. He probably been trying to be in his daughter's life. And now he finally, you know, home and or whatever he been up to, he can get around. She want him back, you know, and she probably told him, all right, I'm going to get rid of this dude, da-da-da. And I don't know. I just think it's her, though. She the problem. And it's messed up.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't blame the guy for taking everything back. I understand he hurt, you know, he and his feelings. But I think baby girl, he should have a talk with her and they should find a way to get another ticket because he should definitely be there to see her walk across the stage. But even after that, it's like, what y'all gonna do after this? Like, you ain't gonna be with moms no more. If
take the mama ticket, Molly. They got another ticket. Let the two dads go. Take the mama ticket.
Yeah, or try purchasing another one. You know. Some people don't have that big of a family, you know, they be having extra tickets. That's how I got a couple of extra tickets.
Ask somebody else, hey, you got an extra ticket? Yeah. But see, I think once he calmed down, like you said, Molly, he might talk to the daughter because he said the daughter came to him and told him what the mother said, you know. So, you know, we don't know what happened afterward, but I'm with you. I'm with him. Oh, that's what you want? And I don't know if I don't think it's jealousy. It might be some sort of jealousy though.
It's resentment. That ain't no jealousy.
I think he has the right to feel that way. And he does have a right to maybe have a twinge of jealousy, but I don't think I think he's more so hurt that his woman will do that. And then his daughter,
and exactly what you said, Luis, and that's what I'm saying. She said her mom is the one who came up with the idea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like her mom is pressing the issue or whatever. Like he has every right to be mad at her. Like I said, I would have been like I would have took back the cap, the gown, everything. I mean, I'm walking on stage in street clothes, playing with me. And you literally would be walking on the stage in street clothes because you know you have to have everything ordered at a certain time and everything like that. Yeah.
I wouldn't have took it out on the daughter. I would take it out on the mama. She had to get out of my house.
What about you, Trey?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I definitely would. I don't know. My love for my daughter would keep certain logistics like your place at least for the year, or like it's just if you probably segueing right into college at least for the first year because I'm already doing that anyway. I figure out ways to separate from the situation because she sounded like she got knocked off. If she ain't just get freshly dicked when she got the call and him confronting her about not going, she just she sound like somebody got in her head and probably dropped some dick off on her, and now she wanna or like you or like Molly was saying, they were separated for whatever reason, he was in jail, whatever. Write her sweet nothings. They didn't just come out of nowhere. He didn't just hit her the week prior and say, I want to be at my daughter's graduation. You said, okay, I'm gonna finagle all this shit and I'm gonna make it where you can go. Nah. Like all that investment in that immediately made him feel like just a placeholder, married or not. But like you secured all the logistics. Now she's about to be 18. Ain't no child support. Ain't no nothing really coming out his hand other than what the actual father wants to provide. But he got out scot free. Really, you came around that 17, 18 mark. All that shit on paper is done.
Right.
But I definitely feel the dad though. I wouldn't. I would at least have her set up for a first year. But since y'all want to make a family, have one. Since you're her mother, you already should be in the midst of whatever her expenses is, whatever. So I'm gonna have this apartment secure because what I was already doing, I already did. I'm not gonna rip her out or nothing. But after that year is up, I can wipe my hands clean of both of y'all.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure, like, as a husband, as a man, period, like you said, when he calmed down, I'm sure he got the facts for himself before he just said, I'm going straight to the divorce place or whatever office, you gotta go to get a divorce and sign the papers and serve her. I'm thinking somebody that was that invested is going to make sure they understand the facts before they bounce out. But she delivered it like, I just got some dick. I want this nigga back. That's we can make a family. Nah,
That was funny. That's why I'm hoping he ain't going through in this part. Hopefully it's a skit because I'm like 17 years with your dick don't work. You ain't got no more kids. Like that's the thing right there. 17 years. Then she mentioned you want to be a father. Like not now. Like 17 years. You had plenty of time to leave it in too. She can have a baby. So it's just like I don't know too much. But if it is true, it's just like that's a fucked up situation to be in. But if it was role reversal or if it was a guy who found out that his father wasn't his, then it'd be different. Because I done seen a lot of people find out like when they 20, when they 18, like, oh, that's not your real mother, or that's not your real father. And then, or they tell a dude like, damn, that ain't even my son. Kanye had 18 years, find out the kid ain't his. So it's like, once they find out, I've heard a lot of people say, well, look, you still should be in that kid life. That's still your child. But in this situation, it's like, get the fuck away. So it's just like, I don't know. I done seen it happen too many times the other way. People finding out 15, 16, oh, this little girl ain't even his child. And they like, well, now you should still take care of her, man. You been there since day one. He been there since day one. She might want Pops to go to the graduation, but why just get rid of her? Like, why you just want to get done with her? Take everything back from her. It's like, how much did you really love that child? Because you knew it wasn't yours from the beginning. So everything you did for her, did it come from the heart? Or it came because you wanted to be her father. You wanted to really replace that person. It's like, nah, I did that because I love you for the kid, So I don't know. I still be pissed though. They trying to take me out though. I need a ticket. I need a ticket.
And it's not even they. I want to do the other father know about it. I mean, I want to do the biological know what the mother is trying to do. That's another thing. It's that ratchet mom that got a great idea in her head. The biological father might not even know that that's what he do because he might be like, no, player. You raised her. You deserve the right to go. All of that. We don't know. That's the mother that coerce the daughter into siding with that because he said she didn't even want to do it at first, but mom convinced her to do this. See?
Hey, Reese.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't know if you've seen the question, but you in the hot seat, like you about to run into a problem right here and now.
On the TV, still don't see
but I'm
nothing.
saying,
I ain't
yeah,
running
big,
no problem because you ain't never gave 1 red cent for this boy after 33 years, whether it is or not. You definitely wasn't the daddy. You definitely didn't show up, show out. You wasn't at none of his graduations, didn't put in, or you didn't even put in on the icing on the cake. Joker, go on, get from here. I'm exposing that. If that's the case, you owe me 18 years of $600. You owe me $92,000.
Pump that shit up, Dad.
$92,000, then we could talk about being exposed. I'm exposing you.
Would y'all want y'all father to come to y'all graduation if he wasn't there for 17 years? If y'all somehow built a relationship with him like a month or so before?
No, see us when they let out.
One that been there. No,
See us when we let out. We can go to dinner or something, and that'd be the way for the adults to talk. But nah, I'll see you when I get out of the. And right when we taking pictures, you can take a picture with me, all that type of shit. But nah, you ain't heard none of that.
Can I speak? Because I was in that situation. This is why I'm fussing. My stepfather had a ticket, and my biological father had a ticket, but I made sure my stepfather had a ticket first. Even though he wasn't there, the 17 years, he was married to my mother, and he was the one taking care of our family. So I made sure that he got a ticket. And after I made sure that they were taken care of, I got a ticket for my father. Because I wasn't sure if he was going to show up. Even though, he knew where we were. I would talk to him every couple of years. I knew where he lived at. He knew where I lived at. But I made sure that my stepdad had a ticket. Even though he ain't paid for shit now. He ain't like this dude. I paid for my own shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But because he took care of, he was there, and his place in the house was our dad, I made sure out of respect for him that he had a ticket. And he and my mom, and I don't think my siblings, because they were at school, but he and my mother sat one place, and my stepfather, my dad, and whoever he brought, he came by himself, and my dad sat somewhere else. That's how it should go. And the fact that this was a whole lifetime, he take precedence over everybody other than her mother. Her dad takes precedence over her biological father because he's the one that was there. That, like you said, Molly, they could have went and asked somebody else for a ticket if that's the case. Or like Trey said, meet me outside. Take pictures with
the dinner and all that shit together,
But it was the mama's
doing. I know it was the mama doing. You know what I'm saying? Either way,
that's exactly.
Make that decision. I made it for myself.
Hey, you gotta say it. You can't jump in there. You can't. You gotta say it. You can't.
That's exactly what my son just said. He said the dad could have showed up, but he could have waited outside and took pictures and jumped.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dad, did you show up? Was you outside taking pictures?
Mm-hmm.
He said,
Did you show up? I don't know. It'd be tough. I just don't want that to trigger over for the fathers who actually in their kids, because they do come to that a lot, like, oh, we only got 2 tickets for the mother and father, and my child's mother want her partner to go, but they call and ask me, is it okay, and then it'd be times I ain't get a call at all, and I'd be like, what the fuck? And my daughter, we only had 2 tickets, and that become a thing, it's just like, I think the father always deserved to be the first, like, that's our creation, like, without me, that don't even walk across the stage, like, I be like, don't forget that, but I know a lot of people, you grow up in the house with that person, you assume, like, this the person should be there. Nah, you can be with them right after. They get so many other days with you, they wake up to you, go to sleep with you, god damn. It's like, if you come to this ticket thing and I'm around, like, let me get this moment, we can get an extra ticket, great, but we got to pick, it's like, nah, I don't like that. That's tough. That's tough. I know some fathers out here that ain't do too well, but there's some good ones out here too, miss a lot of good moments because they got to pick, and you don't want to cause no disturbance in the house. So it's like I understand, you know, because it's gonna be like, oh, I don't get the ticket now. You arguing in the house and I ain't got it. So it's like I get it, but no, I think they should give multiple tickets. You know,
Yeah, they should. They should.
always or give us an option to purchase more. You know, like we
Yeah.
got to get another one. Cause our family deep on both sides. So
Right. Yeah.
man, give us the option. Yeah, she got it all over here.
Right.
Her mentor might want to go. Her fucking coaches, everybody might want to go. We need tickets. Everybody that helped her get to this stage, we want them to be there if they can be there. And whoever can't, we want them outside ready to take some pictures. But yeah, my mother or father won at my graduation. So
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know about schools and stuff now in recent time, but we had a green room. So we had a secondary room that you can either live stream from, or you had a room that was for like overpool. Like if it was full in the auditorium or wherever, you know, they had it. They would have a secondary room where you could still watch it. So you still seeing it. You might not, I guess, have your physical eyes on them. You might be looking at a screen that might be in the same environment or something, but they created option. I think 4 situations like that. They created options for a lot of
No, they created it since the coronavirus. That's why they created that.
my
so
nephew on
people
the
don't
live.
see
Because
since
when
the
I graduated,
coronavirus.
there was no coronavirus. That's
Mm.
not why. I mean, what
They've
else?
been doing it for a while. Everybody just ain't had that capability of doing it. But now they be like, we can live screen the graduation on YouTube, and they send people the link for the people who can make it, or they live out of town or something. I watched my nephew Baby D graduate from Dunbar. When he did online, I was geeked too. They gave me this little zoom in and all that. I was like, man, this ain't tight. So I like that.
That's what I was gonna say, Trey. I was gonna say the same thing. I'm like, there are so many options now.
Pops got
that
watch
back in the
online.
day weren't the case. And like, hold your phone up. Somebody can go live. Hey, I'm live. The graduation live. Let's do that. You ain't even got to do all that. If you only got a Zoom link, I'm live. You know what I'm saying? It's so many options now, or back, you know, or within the past 10, you know, so years. You know what I'm saying? And I like the fact, like with the overflow room, you're there, but you're not necessarily in the room. So there are many options like that could have happened. At the end of the day, like everybody's saying, that mother is a problem.
Yeah, she's a
And she's manipulative because she came to that child and made her change her mind.
That might not be a father. That might not even be a real father. She done met another new nigga. Look, I'm gonna tell my daughter you a father, and look, we gonna get this. Like, I don't trust that lady say. Man.
Crazy. Who knows? At the end of the day, the daughter should have been able to make her own decision.
Yeah.
And I think, if she probably, if her mother had never presented that to her, that probably wouldn't even been her decision. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at all. But you can manipulate a kid. You can tell him, oh, he wasn't there because of these reasons. He always want to be there.
Well, you can meet me at home.
You could, like, hey, come on, man. Pop's been right here the whole time, man. You got he first. You know that is weird.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a skit and he ain't going through that though. We pray.
Yeah.
I don't think so, because he looked like he was about to cry. I think
it looked like he was about to go blow some shit up. So you know,
Yeah.
hopefully he don't catch a charge, man.
It'd be nice if we could find, because that was a couple years ago.
Okay,
But,
I'll look into that then.
Yeah, a couple years ago. I can't. I would never, ever do that to my children or their father. I don't care how much I want to shoot his pinky toe off. That's their father. You know, that's their father. You know what I'm saying? He's here.
Thank you, Miss Misha, for sharing and bringing that video up. You see how emotional it is.
We had a good one today on this good
Ron was
wellness.
talking about he was locked up. He wanted his family back.
No, look.
Ron played too much, y'all.
I believe it. Ron was locked up, man. Give him his family back. He deserved it, man. She was waiting for you to get home. Niggas be playing. They be getting relationships. Yeah, that nigga come home. My man back. Go.
My man back.
I was locked up. I want my family back.
Ron, you could get your children, your family back for $92,000.
That's it.
$92,000. That's 18 years of child support at 600 a month. For child support.
Dang, 600 a month. He was in jail. We got 50 a month. Hey.
You only get 3 years. You was gone all that other time.
Actually, you deducted because it's going to be $129,600.
So I deduct
PR and logistics, everybody. PR and logistics.
I deal with numbers all the time.
You see what numbers she deal with, right? Y'all see that? Y'all be careful out here. Y'all child support paid. We need to get you locked.
Times 18. That's still $108,000. 108.
I gave you a discount, Ron.
My birthday.
For the years, that's the years he was locked up. I gave you a discount. Those are the years he's just running the street.
Where the money?
Right.
Say the government got it. Funny man, we're proud of you, brother. Give us some good energy before we get up out of here.
Only good energy I have is, fathers, stay in your kids' lives, especially nowadays, like it's very, very important. I mean, I understand, some women, do it on their own and everything and all, but you're just putting more burden financially and emotionally on both parts or whatever and all. So, step up, if you create the kid, take care of the kid.
Like that. Weezy Wee.
Just do right by people. Just do right by people. By yourself, by those around you, by those you claim to love. Because if you love somebody, you're not going to intentionally hurt them. And that includes manipulating your children.
Ron.
Do right by those that you and treat people the way you want to be treated. When you get backslapped like the woman did on the family that prayed. I gotta do it. I will do it.
Over the counter. Boom.
Weezy Ray.
Look, the only thing I gotta say is positive, good energy. Is just try to do better than what you did the day before, even if you was in jail. Ron.
He's free now. He changed his life. Trey Money.
I don't know. What can I say? I feel like even if you don't have to you're no longer in the space that you will reach the point where you need to put a representative cover in front of yourself. You can give the just due to the people that you love to teach them and try to show them the representative you think they deserve to have in front of themselves.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Y'all be safe out there. Take care of them kids. Treat the step-parents right, man. Don't be doing them like that. Y'all got them good step-mommies and step-daddies, man. Treat them right, man. Right. They ain't got to be there. They ain't got to actually do any of these things. They choose to. So you got to appreciate people like that, man. We need more people like that in the world. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with us tomorrow. Well, turn up.
Tall tale.
Thursday.
Oh, y'all.
Yeah, we turning up on me, right? Tall tales. We got a lot of tales too. Got on my boy.
We said Louisa got a lot of tales too.
You burn.
All right, y'all. I know when the flies come up, y'all know what it's time to do. Time to get them all out the way. I'm just going to free Mother's Day, Your Mama's So Crazy comedy show and after party at the Downtown Cultural Arts Center. I want to shout out a few people that I see in attendance. I want to shout out our very own Althea McFarlane. Can't give you a heart right now because I need my other hand to hold my phone. But Xavier Morgan, you got the Gwen Factor, you have Susan the Duchess. Shout out to Theo Bossed Up. He's going to be the host of this event. You got three DJs is going to be on the ones and twos. You got DJ B-Man, DJ Smooth, and DJ Dark. You can reach them using the information listed down below in purple, where they solicit a cash bar, the vendors, and the food that'll be available on the premises, as well as the 50/50 raffle. It's $40 for the early bird special, $50 tickets at the door. Not only will there be lemon pepper salmon, and rice pilaf, but you'll have other menu items for those that can't enjoy food. So they enjoy seafood, so they have everybody covered. Shout out to everybody that's involved in this event. This is on 401 North Howard Street in Baltimore, Maryland. Doors for this event open at 7. Comedy shows from 8 to 10, and then after that, because the Morning Mac Show team will be there till the doors close. We'll see you at the after party if you can make it. This is Crooked Smiles Booking Presents Comedy Night at the Howlin' Wolf. Shout out to Destiny Andrews. Shout out to Truett S. Beasley, 2 people that you can reach out to on Facebook in terms of purchasing your tickets, any further information you want to know, or anything about their future events, because they have things going down south. So shout out to Destiny, shout out to Truett S. Beasley for having this event. This is going to be on 907 South Peter Street in New Orleans, 71030. For the zip code, it's going to be hosted by Dustin Eggers. You have guest performances, special guests that'll be on the roster as well. I guess they're holding that until the actual event day, so you can, so they can pull it out with a bang. This is going to be on May 21st of this year, starting at 11 p.m. Like I said, be sure to reach out to Destiny Andrews and Truett S. Beasley for further information. All right, Love and Happiness Spring Comedy Show. Now, that biggest smile that you see on there is going to be the representation of it. Not only that, but the Her Morning Mac Show entity, Her Morning Mac Show team. But this our headliner, Althea McFarland. Shout out to her, of course. Much love, since you're already on the screen, Althea. I'm glad that this is coming forward to you. You deserve this. I know it's going to be jam-packed. We're going to make it a night to remember. Only thing we require is to be 21 years and up. You can scan the QR code to take you to Eventbrite. You can ask anyone that you see on the flyer, as well as anyone that you see on the screen. You got the host of the show, The Gwen Factor, special guest Jawan Cap, special guest Gerald Brown, and our feature Miss Mimi Manning. DJ Sly Ties, who we have on the ones and twos. What better person to have than the offspring of the person that's bringing this all to you in the first place? This is going to be on Saturday, May 23rd of this year. Doors open up at 7. Showtime starts at 8. We got plenty of time to get your pictures and jump in front of some cameras, be on some videos, because when it's edited and pushed out, it's gonna hit like like it should. So hope to see everybody there. Be sure to get your tickets.
We got to save the date, Molly, for the poolside. Wake up, tap in, baby.
Coffee on the dash, pages in your hand, big news, small laughs, right at your command. Mac got the truth and the jokes on deck. If your day felt rough, we could fix that right. Listen close, now it's time to ride. One more minute, then open your eyes.
All right, y'all. We do this Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 12:30. Tap in. If you got questions of any kind, anything you want to submit to us, be sure to send it to the Morning Mac page.
Yep. Make sure y'all there liking that shit button before we get up out of here. I'm over here talking. My mic is all the way down. I didn't cut my mic all the way down. They ain't even. They can't hear me.
Straight off the joint.
Dang. Yeah. But yeah, we tap in with y'all tomorrow, same time as always. Peace, be up out of here. Love y'all.
Much love.
Tomorrow, y'all. Peace.